Hello there! This is Maciej from Den of Imagination, and today we are going to talk about speed painting. The stars of today's show are those magnificent void crawlers. Those were sculpted by our super talented 3D team. I've set myself a challenge to paint 10 models in under 90 minutes. Is it possible? I don't know, we shall see. Let's have fun. Starting from the black primer, I launch into the action with Camouflage green by Vallejo. This is nice paint with nice vibrant color, but not too vibrant. It's like that, just in the line, and it is perfectly working as a base coat. And now bear in mind that I'm not trying to be super precise here. I just want to rapid fire those guys as fast as I can, so I'm just hitting it with the green as much as I can, as quick as I can, and now I'm going to move on to the next stage. If you like those models and you want to print similar, you can snag the STL files pack by joining our Patreon in September. And if you are late to the party, you can still buy them on our My Mini Factory shop, STLs that is. If you prefer the real thing in your hand, then we've got you covered as well. We are selling those models on our online shop, and all the links will be provided in the description down below. So jump in if you want to get those models, and we'll just paint them now. White ink comes next, and I'm a huge advocate of white ink. I think that white ink is one of the best things ever. If you ever worked with airbrush and white paint, you know that it tends to go wild sometimes. White paint is quite hard on your airbrush, it is clogging it quite often, and moreover it tends to make that little dotty splatter on your models. And white ink, it just addresses all that. You just put it into your airbrush and you just use it, and it's that simple. Nice transition, and it's easy on your airbrush nozzle. It's great. Now, notice that I'm mostly focusing on faces, on horns, or feet, on hands. I just want those elements to pop up nicely later on. White highlights are done. Now I'm moving on to add some shades to give the model a little bit of depth. I'm using black green, and this is Xpress paint, so it's not covering, very aggressively. It just gives that very nice smooth shade underneath. And yeah, that's important part. I'm using my airbrush to spray that paint on the bottom of the model from underneath, so it's like total opposite of highlight. Okay, so we've got our shade done. Now I want to come back again to the highlight part. I will introduce Ork Skin Xpress color on top of that white that I painted previously. Doing it in this order allow me to get that nice transition between those dark green and bright green. And I want those models to be, quite bright and even toxic demons. Notice that I'm not painting all those hands and feet. I'm trying to leave some white paint there. I'm not trying too hard. It's not like I have time to be too precise, but I've got another plan for those parts later on. So we've got our green part done. Now I want to apply nuclear yellow on those white parts that we left earlier. So now we will have that nice composition of green and yellow, and those two colors love each other. So, well, this is very quick step, bam bam bam, and it's done. Very moment I came to the conclusion that, well, that green and yellow are looking a little bit too vibrant, a little bit too much like fairy tale and a little bit too much joyful. And I want my demon to be grim dark and to be like, about illness and about, well, making people quite unhappy, not happy. So I decided to introduce one more stage of painting. And this may seem a little bit drastic, but trust me, it will work. I will add red shade to the shades. I'm applying velvet red Xpress color from underneath. So once again, I'm turning model upside down and I'm hitting it on the shadow part. And this way, that red is merging with green, creating those nice brownish tones that will make the whole composition a little bit more mature and a little bit less joyful. So finally, I'm unleashing my brush. This time I'm painting with Toxic Yellow, and it is great paint. This yellow with a little bit of white, it will make all those details very well pronounced. And now, talking about the dry brush, please, I'm serious now. Whenever you are dry brushing, try to remove as much paint from your dry brush as you can. If you will leave too much paint, you will smear the model with all those, not very nice lines of paint going with the hair. You just want to dust it a little bit. So that's what I'm doing right now. So now we've got that quite difficult part. We want to paint eyes and teeth of the model. Whenever you are painting something quickly, you need to pick one element that will draw the attention of the viewer. And the most natural choice here is the face. So that's what I'm doing now. A little bit of water, toxic yellow paint, and just I'm taking my time, trying to be precise here. I don't have too much time, so I need to watch out, but yeah, this stage most likely took me the most time. Okay, so we are getting there, but not there yet, but we are quite close. So I'm going to paint and basically wash teeth with skin ink, and this will give us that nasty, rusty feel to them, so it will be beautiful. And the eyes, I'm going to paint with Imperial Yellow Xpress color, and well, because happy accidents happened, I mixed a little bit of skin ink with that Imperial Yellow, and it actually created quite nice warm orange hue to that yellow, and I'm using it as a wash for eyes. Okay guys, it's manicure time! This time I'm picking Lotus Black paint. Once again, it is Xpress color, so you know it will not cover entirely the previous layers of paint. We will have that nice highlight on the top of the clothes left. So that's great. I chose black because it's helping to pick up those details that I'm painting right now. So the structure of the model will be more clear for the viewer, even though we are like painting it like bam bam bam, very quick, very fast. Okay, so with the finish line inside, I've got like few minutes left. It was not much. I decided to add Anthea Skin dry brush, and I decided to give it a little bit of fleshy notes to make it a little bit more thick. You know, when you see that true skin color on that green, it is more like thickness, and it is more going the way I would like it to go. Just before the grand finale, I decided to add blood, and I've got like 1 minute on the clock. But I decided to do it anyway, even if I'm going to, you know, not make it in the time. But blood is working very well in this situation. 3 reasons. First of all, we were talking about it. Green and red. Those are working very nicely together, so that blood splatter will help actually that green elements to be more vibrant. Second thing, storytelling. Our demons, well, they got some fun, something was happening, so you can see that those models are actually creatures living in some, fortunately, other reality. And the third thing is that it is working nicely with those little fleshy elements that we added just a minute ago. So it was the only decision I could make. But unfortunately it cost me dearly, because I was 1 minute over the clock when I've done the whole thing. I know we might have exceeded the 90 minutes mark by 1 minute, but I think it was worth it. Like, the blood effect just tied the things together, and yeah. Anyway, we've got 10 models, and each was painted in 9 minutes and about 6 seconds, so it's quite good score, I believe. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed that little speed painting journey with me. And if you did, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and do the thing with the bell so you will have those notifications when we'll upload more content for you. That's it for today. Happy painting, guys. Bye.